Hello everyone, welcome back to, back to AmigAugust, since that's basically what's the event month this month. Just wanted to say, what was I going to say? My brain was just, I hate when I think about something and brain goes poop, and I'm trying to remember what it is. The last track on the previous screen sounds like someone was like, I can make a song out of you coughing. It's weird. Anyway, thank you Talon1024 for the happy affiliate anniversary. Although I think that was yesterday. I don't know if it's still showing it today. If it is, that's kind of weird. Because I'm not seeing it now. But thank you anyway. Right, so we've got more Black Crypt to do. Yesterday, we're a bit of save scummy part yesterday, for those of you who didn't see it. So there is, in the first two levels that we've been to so far, the first level's fine. The second level had that ogre you couldn't kill until you found a particular sword. We found it, killed it, we moved on. Third level was talking about this unseen that supposedly don't attack you. But, what was it that said now? They don't attack you, but... Oh, they don't attack you if you don't have any weapons. But even if I took all the weapons off and walked in, I still got killed anyway. So, there's the downstairs bit. But the downstairs bit has got those wall limpets, the ceiling limpets that actually induce poison. And then you got those annoying thieves that come, like kind of demon thieves, that come in for a little bit and just take everything, including your weapons, which was the worst part of that. It's like fourth bit in, arguably, possibly the second one that we've got to go with to actually do anything with, and it's already taken my weapons. So I think, I basically read up around... yesterday on the break, I was trying to find like a walkthrough or something like that just to find out what was going on. So there was one walkthrough that was just basically do this, and it didn't really tell me anything. And I was just like, that's not what I want. And I found this this piece that somebody was actually talking about. It's more like an article than anything else. And they were talking about the first 4 levels, and it did say that those things, those thief things, they're very irksome. It's one of those save scummy type events where you're just going to have to keep reloading, but it did say just hit them hard. So this is why I decided to do the whole sleep a little bit and then just keep adding offensive spells, because I just wanted to go bang, 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 and we did that and it seems to work. And also me sleeping in an area where walls are here and I'm kind of there, so nothing can come around me, so that when I fall asleep, the only thing that'll be there will be straight ahead of me, and I can go straight into attack mode without having to turn around and lose time doing that. So that seemed to work pretty well. And cross fingers, I think we've got all of them. It could be that there might be some more, but we'll have to find out today. And that is where we're up to at the moment. We're on Node B as well, because I wasn't sure if I was going to be okay or not. I also need to pull up the manual so I can have a nosy when I need to. The manual, by the way, is on Discord, so if you look at Amiga Monday, it's the last thing I talked about. That is me soap. I only really need the manual for The spells. I think I'm pretty much good with everything else. Right. So there was a switch around somewhere. Was it for here? Oh, we just opened this bit. That was right. I don't think we'd explored much of it. Yes, we did. We pressed a button. That's what we did. Now we need to find out what that changes. It's a switch here, but I don't know if I've used it. To limp it around somewhere. So that doesn't do anything here. Oh, is this new? This looks new. Do I need to dispel? Oh, this is the... yeah. So we got a message before about the skull things, and this is where the... when you get things stolen, this is where the stolen bits go. So I should be able to walk through. Oh, come on. It says I could walk through. Oh, lying piece of toe rag. Utter lying swine. So I might have to just dispel that area then. Good thing I saved. So we've been here, but I'm just gonna check out to see if it's changed. No, no changes. So the only thing that's different is here. Alright, who's got this spell? Add another chaos. So I can't dispel it. Unless that's what the switch is for. There you go. The nest of thieves lies beyond the ring of skulls. The skull glyph is merely an illusion to frighten the timid. Boldly walk through it and reclaim your belongings. But that's clearly not correct. Where's that switch gone? There it is. Oh, this is new. And I can't get out. I'm gonna have to go down now. Oh, that's not fair, is it? What's this? That's a bit sneaky. Good thing I spotted that. Horn of Plenty. Is this a food? I was gonna say porn, a food horn or something. It's another button. There's a key. Scroll of Cure Poison, which I need because I've wasted the other ones. Aha. That's good. But we have a key now, which means these doors should be openable. So let's save. Oh, water. We've got a helm. So I think fighter can... Oh, that fighter's already got a helm. You can have a helm then. Got another water skin. Got braces of agility. You've got braces. You've got gauntlets. You can use them, fair enough. Everybody's got full skins. That's fine. So that's one key. There's another switch. So that should be for behind us. Fire wand. In a complete different area. Not sure about that. Potion of extra healing. I don't know about anybody else, but at the moment I'm incredibly suspicious. Not sure I like that pressure plate above and not touched yet, and then there's this, which is the switch. I'm expecting something to jump out at me. Nothing yet. 2 pressure plates. Alright, let's go for this one then. Good thing I did kept up with the spells, otherwise that could have gone worse. Well, that closed. It's one of these puzzles, is it?
For the fallen!
Got a raid for me, Machine Dean.
Temperance, child.
Didn't quite hear that, but okay. Hello there, Lord Soup, and hello everybody coming in from Mean Machine Dean's raid. I don't know if everybody's in yet. I do know what you're doing. I did have a nosy. You were... Oh, hang on a minute. Just give me a sec. Let me go and heal this character first before I do anything. Because... Give me a second. That should be fine. Just want to save it first before I say things. Right, apologies for that. So yeah, I knew I did have a quick. I was having a quick lurk on your channel there, Me Machine D. I did see you playing a bit of Skid Marks and Walker, I think was the last thing I saw. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope, did you play anything new this time, or is it just the old stuff that you recognise? Hello there, Manic Whiner. Happy Affiliate Thingy plus these. Please fix the TTS. This is a good game. Is a TTS? The problem with the TTS is not always easy to fix because I'm never sure what the hell's wrong with it. So I think I've kept it off, haven't I? Or did I put it back on again? Did I? Let me just test to see if it works.
Congratulations, Namcos. You have picked out Nebulous.
Right, that should be fine then. So... give me a moment. Right, I've re-put the TTS hotline up, but I've left it at 5. So it's cheaper. So if it doesn't work, it's not going to be too expensive. Let's see if that'll work.
Test.
Oh, it's a 1 minute cooldown. That's the other thing as well. It's fine. Well, that seemed to work. Temu the Beholder. Yeah, it's bloody difficult though. Especially the bloody thieves that came in and was stealing all my weapons. And that's like the 4th level, but you get it's technically the 2nd one because you're not allowed to. 3rd maybe. I don't know, 2nd, because the 2nd level is only 1 character that you've got to kill. So technically it's more the 2nd. I'm crap follower, but I'm drunk sometimes and turn up. No problem there, Lord Soup. You wouldn't play Doman? What? Doman's quite a good one. I quite enjoy the gore in Doman, and if you get the axe that swings around, you can get some really good head chop off moments. Yeah, I switched off months ago because it was stopped working, and I just couldn't understand why it wasn't working. Because I just don't know. It's like I'm just connected to the TTS. So it should be fine, touch wood. But if it breaks, I don't even know how to fix it. It's a mighty firebird you have, Doc. Thank you. TTS at 5 points, I'd set it at now a cooldown. A minute should be fine. I love Blobbers, but never played Black Crypt. Yeah, it's at the moment it's got some quite interesting stuff. I don't know if Me Machine Dean is there or if he's just popped in and popped out again. Probably broke TTS with train sounds. Maybe, I don't know. Don't know how it works on that one. Yeah, Me Machine Dean's not said anything. Maybe he's just decamping from the stream, which is fair enough. Anyway, the interesting thing about this game is I don't have to do any mapping because the wizard has 2 spells. One of them is Wizard Sight, and it allows me, so if you click here, it basically maps everything for me, including sticking the, like these are pressure pads, and I can see doors whether they're open or closed. This is it's like a force field that you can go through, or a teleporter, and there's 2 different colours. This tells me I can go through it, and I think the blue ones I cannot go through it. So it's got some nice mapping ability to it, which is really, really nice. And then the compass is another spell, but I mean it's easy to get the spells, and it's like the first level spell you get, so it's not too bad. I think Dean had to run, yeah, but it's no problem. He did say something like, "Hi, oh God, I just can't speak." He did say something like, "Say hi to Namcos," but it was drowned out by some asshole redeeming catchers. Speaking of assholes redeeming stuff, do you remember how we used to wind him up with the well-timed screaming cowboy? and I think at one point I'd managed to get enough points that I could do one and then follow it up after another one just straight after. Oh god. Catboy's a 10k. I think there was a time that I did have 20k or something like that. Or was it 5? He put it up to really high. I did have enough for 2. And I did do 1 and then followed it up with another one straight after. Right, anyway, so the other good thing about this is I can use the keyboard, so I can go up, down, left and right. And the help and del keys are the turn left and right, but my help key is not working. I think I need to look into the connector. I think it needs pushing in a bit more, so I need to investigate that. But I don't use del and help as much anyway, so I'm not too fussed about that. Right, so we've got this puzzle here with these. Let's turn this back on. Aha. This wasn't here before. Black Crypt is so much better than Dungeon Master. They even colour the walls in. When the fuck is Plungy on? Has stuff going on? He's never on when I go looking for a stream. When you talk about Plungy, who are you talking about? Because I know of 2 plungers. There's Pasta Plunger and there's Plunge 47 that also goes on Mr. STJ stream. So it's like, and he calls them both Plunger, which is weird because then it's like, which one are you talking about? Dungeon Master, the hardest puzzle was spotting the single pixel buttons on the grey tiles. There was one of these almost on that one. There's this really thin thing that I could just see discoloration on, and I managed to see it. Massive hi to Kemi. Pasta Plunger, yes. Yeah, Pasta Plunger. I don't know. Maybe he's just too warm to get on. Ah, here we go. Hello there, Kemi. Didn't see you there. Thank you for the affiliate stuff. For the affiliate anniversary. Is that still showing up? Because it's not on mine. Because I know it was yesterday. The other thing I noticed as well is it used to tell you easily when your next affiliate was coming up. Now they just don't bother anymore. It's like I almost forgot it. Well, I did forget it, to be honest. Okay, no problem. Well, thanks for all the messages on that anyway. It's 5 years, by the way, if you wanted to know. So I started streaming in 2021, and it feels a lot longer, actually. Mind you, I've done a lot of game completions, and I'm quite happy. This is one of the reasons why I like streaming, because I get to go and complete games, and it's good to be able to complete games, especially ones I've never done, or in the case of Bounty Bob Strikes Back, an old childhood game that I'd always wanted to get past and finish, and I finally managed to do it, which was good. And the other one was Manic Miner. I think I managed to first finish that on... I'm pretty sure we did, yeah, because when Retro Asylum was doing the game club, being able to finish that and start looping it was quite a good achievement as well. I only knew about the affiliate anniversary because I didn't claim a push floats from yesterday. But Bob Strikes Back is awesome. Yeah, in the Honest Spectrum, it's a good port and nobody talks about it. And I don't know why. It's not a terrible port at all. Have I missed something? I'm sure there was a key maybe, because there's no... I didn't pick up a key this time. So have I done something wrong? Maybe, maybe not. Oh, son of a... Oh, you've run out of... Come on. Damn it. Bounty Bob rules, but I always get stuck on the lift level as a kid. Which one's the lift level? Thank you very much, Orange Kid. Oh, you've gone for the ST takeover. Well, the interesting thing about the ST takeover on this channel, I still have that just in case anybody wants just to take over the month and just do it anyway. But next month is going to be Stember or ST Ember, Atari ST, because this is Amiga month, so might as well do the rival and bring that in as well for next month, and then we go back to normal until December for December. So this is, for me, this is my second event of the year. First event that I do is Mados, which is playing Windows 3.1 games on throughout May, and everything else other than that is just my usual streams. The other thing as well is I've noticed that a couple of people have followed or refollowed maybe, but I don't see it in my activity feed. Lucky Dip, Me Machine Dean. No, that's weird. Maybe a couple of people refollowed, I don't know. So if you followed again, thank you very much. And again, thank you very much for the bits there on Orange Kid. Thank you again. Why the fuck was that glute such a badass? Oh yeah, it's these wall things that wander around. So I managed to kill one last time. Because they're a pain in the arse. Managed to kill one last time because with the doors, they can't actually go through door arches. So what I did was I stood in a door and let it come in, and it did a couple of attacks, and it came backwards. And it just, because it can't go there, it went this way for a bit, so it was good for me to keep doing this, and I managed to kill it. CPC doesn't get a month. There's a lot of CPC love though, as far as I know. Who does lots of CPC? Zypho does a lot of CPC stuff. I'm sure other streamers do. Oh, have I got to redo this puzzle again? Do I? Don't I? Right. Just check there's no key that I'm missing. No. Doesn't look like it. Right, let me save here. See, I'm wondering whether the key isn't a bit round the corner, which would make sense, hopefully. Or maybe one of the creatures has got it. I knew more ST owners than Amiga in my old neighbourhood, probably because they were cheaper. Yeah, Zypher is a really good streamer. Nice guy as well. See, for me, ST owners against Amiga owners, I think I was the same. I think I knew 2 more people with ST and 1 person with an Amiga. Sorry, I knew 2 more people with an ST, that's right, and 1 person with an Amiga. Right, that's timed. Time to look through the magic spells. Do another chaos. You don't have a book 2. We've got freeze. Ooh, I forgot you had a load of Chant of Orleans. Okay. Got you. Gotta be careful with these because they'll run out quite quickly. In fact, what am I doing? There's another dagger somewhere? He's got the other dagger. There we go. Yeah, I agree with that one. Back in the day, Amigas were like 399, something like that, pushing, and it just felt unaffordable. And then when I got my first Amiga, it was 2005 maybe? 2008? No, it wasn't. It was probably more 2005, 2006 is when I got my first Amiga. And the story that I usually say is, I bought an Amiga 1200, it didn't come, so instead of contacting a seller, I bought another one, and they both came at the same time, so I got 2 Amiga 1200s. So one of these Amiga 1200s is in the Checkmate, and it does have a terrible fire accelerator, and I've got a stock one, because it's good to have a stock one around for those kind of programs that don't deal well with accelerator stuff, because not all games like accelerator stuff. And I've also got a 600. The 600 I bought was because I was trying to find a power pack. I'd lost the power packs for the 1200s, so I was looking just for a power pack. And then there was one, because they used the 1200 used the same power pack as the 600, I believe. And there was one package with the 600. So I picked up one of those. And the good thing about a 600 is it's a nice tiny thing, but it's also like a 500 plus because it's got the ECS chip. And I can't remember, does it have an 020? Or does it have a bulk standard 600K, 68K? I can't remember which one. But the 600's alright. It's just lacks a number keypad. Found a 1 meg 500 for about 150 on eBay, but that's just a bare unit. I'd say that's pretty good. Oh, you going, Lord Soup? Thank you for popping in. Did mine ever need recapping? I've not recapped it, but touch wood, it seems to be okay. And maybe I should get it recapped at some point, but I've not had any issues with it, so I don't know. I know everybody says go and get it recapped, but also money. I don't have much in the way of money, so just hopefully it should be fine. I have very basic soldering skills, and I get to the point where I have to big myself up to actually do any soldering. The only soldering I've done on this 1200 was I think it did the timing fix. I don't think it needed it, but it didn't kill it, so it seems to be okay. Because it was something to do with, was it getting a tracer from one side of the board to the other? You also had to get rid of one of the small resistor bits. I think that was it. But it seems to be okay. The only issue I've had with it recently is I put a compact flash card on the Terrible Fire 1230 and it caused instability issues. And it's because it's unbuffered. So I need to get a buffered adapter and stick that on. And as soon as I do that, you'll start to see 4 new hard drives, all at about 8 gig. Because I went and got myself a 32 gig card. And it's going to be for dev stuff, games. So I can put all the WHD games on like one partition. I'm going to put demo scene on another. And a cold one MISC for anything else. So I could probably just put, you know, when I'm looking at CD stuff and I want to install something that I don't care is going to be wrong, I can just put it in the MISC section and it's not going to cause an issue. I mean, I tried doing things like installing to RAM, but that doesn't always work for some reason. So I get a load of practiced boards for soldering, helps to use regular old style. Yeah, I don't have much in the way of the old boards. I just go with it and see what happens, and touch wood, it's been fine. So okay. Oh, this is darkness. Oh, I see. Well, in that case, give me light. There's nothing else here, is there? No. That might need dispelling. Spell failed. Oh, all spells fail here. Apart from Wizard Sight. course. What did that do?
Get over here!
Thank you very much for the subscription. Well, very, very much appreciated. Thank you very much. So that entire section is just dark. Can I go up and up again? I can. Is there something hidden there? There's nothing on the walls. There's no pressure plate. It's weird. This is the kind of channel I like, mate. Thank you very much. Still appreciated though. I do the best I can on stuff. I try and keep stuff as real hardware as possible. If not, I've got the Mythos as a backup. So I've got real Amigas. I've got a real 486. I've got my old Windows 95 box, which is down here. That got brought for my parents last year. I've been talking about bringing that up for ages, and I finally managed to upgrade it. So it went from a AMD K6200 to a K6300. It's pretty much maxed out though. I could probably push it a bit more, but I'd need extra peripherals for that. But the only thing I really need, to be honest, and this is one thing, this is a Voodoo 3 that used to be in it. It's broken. It runs, but it's because it's been in a damp room. I think something's gotten onto the memory part, and that's kind of buggered it a bit. So, I mean, I've got an AGP version. Whether I can get someone to switch out the memory might be one option, or I sell the AGP version and just try and see if I can buy a PCI version. I don't know what to do on that one, so that's two options I can look at. Because at the moment it's got a Riva TNT as a replacement, and it works, but it's not kind of period correct, because most of the stuff was 3D FX at that point, so it'd be nice to bring that back. Oh, add in progress. I will be back in a few minutes.
Let's get the hell out of here. What is that? Okay, I better wait here and help anyone else who comes by.
If I were a braver man, I would run for the surface. But I'm afraid if the world finds out what we were doing here, Gordon... Well, please, just don't make me come with you.
Well, it does seem there is something to chaos theory after all, yes? I hear something.
Okay, why not? Didn't want to die alone anyway. Open fire! Okay, I'll secure this area.
engagement zone active.
Welcome back, everyone. Apologies, I keep doing that. I keep forgetting myself and talking, and I knew that the ads were coming. This one thing I noticed on OBS is they used to tell you on the little the chat thing when the ads were coming up, and that's kind of stopped at the moment. So it's sometimes I get a bit distracted and I forget myself, and I'm talking away. I look over here and I see the ads have already started. I'm like, oh, right, okay. So I can't remember where I got to. I think we were talking about we were talking about the machines I've got. So this one down here was a AMD K6 300. Used to be a 200. That came in from my parents. The Voodoo 3 that I got is not working still and is replaced with the Reaver TNT. I've got a Windows 98 box behind, which is based on the Crusoe. It's a TF 5810 or something. It's one of those thin client boxes, and it's quite nice. I like it because I can sit it. It's in like a little cradle thing, and I've got monitor stands, so it sits on the cradle on the monitor stand, which is really nice. Quite thin and is easy to put away. And then I've got a few consoles like I've got the PS2 working recently because I got a SCART for that, so that's available now. I've got a Sega Saturn and a Sega Dreamcast, and before we started this event I've also got the Mega Drive, where we were playing on today's date. We were playing Gauntlet 4, and that's what I was doing before the event started. Where were we up to? So Orange Kid said, my first PC was from Tesco's, 700MHz Pentium 3 with Reaver TNT2 card, year 2000. I think my college friend had a Reaver TNT2, because he was on Windows 98 at the time. I don't remember the process he was on, but this was around the time when he was big into Unreal Tournament, and that was freshly out at that time. It must have been 99, so probably just a year before. So the TNT2 must have been it around 99, because I do vaguely remember him talking about it. Quake 3 ran like butter on it. Yeah, I do remember him playing Quake 3 because that came out around that time as well. Speaking of Quake 3, so I've still got my my VR unit, and one of the ports was Quake 3, and right at the end of Quake 3, you get this kind of look at the map, and it's kind of like at this angle here. Well, in the VR mode, it's like the map is like this big, and because of the way it's built, it's almost like looking into a kind of doll's house. You can see the little man running around. It's the coolest thing I've ever seen, and it's really really cool because you can just can see him jumping around, and yeah, it's crazy. First Medal of Honor games. I tried playing Medal of Honor, wasn't a big fan of it. I started it okay, and then it started to piss me off. I think it was the area with the tanks. There was like a load of tanks, and you had a Panzer, I think. And going through that was a pain in the arse, and I think I just gave up on it in the end and swore off it. Because I used to have the battle chest, and I gave that away because I was done with that at that point. Quake 3 and Dreamcast. I think I've got it for the PS2. I think an ex gave me a copy of that for the PS2. Quake 3. Yeah, I think so. Just let me check something. I have something called Game Eye on my phone, which is really useful for when I go out on the times that I used to do buying new games. It was a great way for me to check on my list of what I've got so I don't get duplicates. I used to use Snubs, I think it was, but that stopped working. Let me just double check. Was it PS2? Yeah, Quake 3 Revolution. So yeah, that's what I've got on the PS2. On the Dreamcast, however, I did recently pick up Unreal Tournament on the Dreamcast, and I had a quick go of it, and it actually plays okay. I do need to get a mouse and keyboard. I think it'll work better. This isn't bad actually on the Dreamcast, from what I played of it. Don't think that's the only first-person shooter game, or is it? Maybe, I think that's the only first-person shooter game I've got on here. I've got things like Echo, and I've got both Shenmue games. I've got Hidden and Dangerous. And technically, maybe could argue somewhat NDK2. But NDK2 is more of a third person, I think. It does have a first person mode when you're doing the sniper shots. So I suppose it's more third person now, isn't it? Yeah, so other than Hidden and Dangerous, which does have a first person mode, and it's a weird game, that's probably closest I've got as a first person. Although I do have homebrew stuff. I did download... Oh, I might still have Half-Life downloaded, because there was a prototype you could download. It was mostly Finnish. The only issue with the prototype was every time it saved, it would double the blocks, so you'd end up running out of space on the VMUs. That I do remember that. So I might have that, and I think I've got Doom on ported over to the Dreamcast. I think I've got some of versions of that. So yeah, I do have another 2 FPS games on Dreamcast. Alright, let's get back to this. So, we've got a force field that I can't get past. All spells fail. This is not a passable one, because I did say that the blue ones were not passable. This is the darker bit. There's no switches here and here that I can see. Unless... just sleep for a bit. I'm wondering whether the switches make it so that the spells work. that's working. There we go. We've got a new key. Belt of Strength. Think you can have that. You can have a standard belt. Got another holding bag with food in it. This looks dangerous. Alright, what are you gonna do? Why is that a thing? Sorry about the thieves, but I just hate to see clutter and they work so neatly. Esteroth Paingiver. So that guy is the bad guy for this area. Or for the main mission. More water. Sight Giver, so you can have Sight Giver. And another water skin. I'm going to make sure everybody's fed as well, because one thing I keep forgetting about this game is even if you feed people, you still need to water them, and if they don't get water, they kind of don't like it. It still affects them. Oh. What? Is there something? I don't remember the water doing that before. Unless I've gone mad. See, that's water last time. See, it's not doing anything. Do you understand? Everybody's full. You switch. Got an enemy behind one. Nothing behind the other one. That looks like a new sword. Don't know what the hell that is. And another enemy. None of them are touchable. Question is this going to be one of those ones where as soon as I pop one, dispel one, everybody jumps on me? Because I've got a feeling if I go and do that end one with a sword, I'm just going to get clowned on. That looks like here, I think that's one of the eyes that I've got to get. Shit. Knew it. God for that. Scroll of cure poison. Which one of these needs anyway? Tablet of Duergar. I don't know what these tablets are for because he's got one. I'm not sure why they're there. Oh, this does something. Did not know that. It's nice that we're picking up some interesting weapons. So this is Sight Giver. Does that mean it's a light thing? Like oh, unless it's... So upstairs was the unseen. Is that something to do with this? This is the hoop blade. I'm not sure what that is. We've got longsword +1. Problem is there's no stats, so I can't tell whether something's better than something else. Who got the key? I'm sure we picked up a key. There it is. A little bit worried there. Bow +1. And another water skin. I don't know why we need all these water skins, but okay. So I think it's this one and this one left over. Oh, they're Julio games. Just playing a bit of dungeon crawling, playing a bit of a dungeon crawler called Black Crypt. Still can't believe you beat that block game, it's so tough. Did you play it afterwards? Yeah, I think that was the only tip I can really give you without spoiling everything really is, although you can move all the other blocks around, the green ones are usually the best because they'll help you move basically they'll help you move all the other ones. So I suppose my other tip is make sure your green ones are, if they're separated, make sure they're kind of together, because you can have this configuration for these ones, you can have this configuration for these ones, and then you can see how you can use this to kind of sit over here and then move these around, if you see what I mean. And don't forget to stack as well. So sometimes it helps when you stack like 3 of the long ones on each other, and it might help to shift other bits around. And it's just basically just cycling through and finding configurations, if you know what I mean, like different ways of doing stuff, and then eventually it starts to kind of slowly get there. And sometimes it might take a little bit longer to get to where you need to be, but you will get there. But that's basically how I did it, was just playing around with the green ones and got them to help me shift the yellow blocks. And yeah, there will be occasions whereby shifting that big blue one will help overall as well. So it's not just the green ones and the yellow ones, but it's mostly cycling through the green ones, if I remember rightly. But if you see my, if you need help, I do have them all on the VODs. And I've basically put the levels, from 8 to 1 to 2 and all that sort of stuff. So I don't know if you've got my VOD channel. Let me just see if it's on here. No, hang on a minute. Try and find the right one. There we go. Found it. So yeah, that's where I put all the... It's a week in advance, but the AmigAugust is all on there. I think it should be on its own playlist as well. I could be wrong, but it's all there if you need a hand with anything. Do I need to go into this area? Is this what I need to do next? Because I've done most of the places apart from this one. It could be that this goes down and across, but I don't see anything else. Oh, we've got an open door. One open door. Right, okay. With nothing in it. Why is there nothing in it? There's nothing on those walls. No dodgy little square here, like I saw last time. Do I have one of the... That's an apple. Don't need that. What am I missing? This has been switched, which I assumed that this one of these two would change, but that hasn't done. Maybe something upstairs has changed? No. There must be something in this I haven't done or haven't seen. The only thing that's different, if I remember rightly, is the switch. But I don't see any difference when I clicked it. Pretty sure the switch was in this position. I still gotta click the other one. There's no... Oh, I see. Okay, we got it. Is this just a big circle? No? Okay. I thought that went round over to here then. So it's a little bit confused. So I can hit twice with this, interestingly. Got you. Thank you there, Hitch. The Ultimate 3. That's fine. I'm not doing Ultimate on stream for a while yet. When I do Ultimate, I'm going to be doing it the most geekiest way possible. So I'll be doing 1 to 3 on an Apple II core. Then I'll probably, depending on whether I can get the stream for the VR working, I'd like to do Ultima 4 through VR, just because the reason is because Ultima 4 is probably the most ported one out of all of them. Because I think it got releases on things like the NES and stuff like that, whereas the other ones really didn't. and then I'll switch over to DOS for 5 to the DOS Windows for 5 until 9. That's the way I was thinking of doing it. But I don't know if you've ever played this one before. This is Black Crypt. It's quite a nice one. It's a bit fiendish after the first couple of levels, but it comes into its own, and it's got its own mapper, which is a wizard spell. Swiftness of foot is needed here, or the pillar will close before you are near. Oh. Great. Okay. First of all, I'm going to sleep. No. What? Something about the pillar. You could have got all the way around here for this. Or that. No problem, Hitch. Well, that's moved. There's no way you can do that fast. Unless you got some sort of teleport spell. Let me check what the spell Revealed Truth does. Reduces false scrolls to dust. Scroll must be held in the hand of a party member. I wonder whether the one that told us to go through these skulls that killed us was the false one. I'll have to check when I come back out. Is it this one? Yeah, that was the lie. Interesting. Oh. Oh, I see. Yes, got it. Happy AmigAugust there. Great. Having difficulty reading this. Great surprised Lat, I think it is. It's games from past in Polish, right? That's probably why I can't read it properly. Sorry. I had a good effort. Gris spraz Lat or something. Spraz. I'm not even going to attempt that. Sorry. Don't mean to offend you. But yeah, we're playing Black Crypt here. I don't blame you, it's hard even for me. Right. There we go. Good thing that there was a secret button there. Oh, great. It's one of these puzzles. I've never played this RPG yet. Some people recommend it. Is it that? It's not horrible. It's definitely got its own thing going on. There's a lot of things to like about it. I'm not disliking it. This level that I'd been on, and I had to in progress again. Right, I tell you what, I will come back in a few minutes. Let me just message this person. Right, back in a few minutes.
What now? I command you. Okay.
What do you be wanting me for? Let us so stop 'em, to be sure.
This looks interesting. I'm ready.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
Holstead here.
If you want.
With honor. Eagle be my eyes.
Hello, welcome to my store. Here you can buy supplies with your party money. Do you want to sell this?
Little Lord Peter missing his leader while Herky plays in the red. Down came the glitches and burned us in ditches, and we slept after eating our dead. When the dark intellect escaped the fire, man stood in the ashes of Mother Earth. For 200 years, the immortal emperor built the Earth's armies. But only Earth's. Then the colonies of Mars and Venus revolted against unjust imperial law. Harabic, the greatest imperial knight, joined the rebellion. His brother Kanan led the knights to Mars to suppress it. When Prometheus attacked again, human blood already stained the ground. Mother Earth lay helpless. The time of terror had indeed returned. I tell the story of the third and final coming of Prometheus. I tell the story of us all.
Welcome back, everyone. Right, so where was I up to before I got interrupted by ads? This game. So yeah, it's good. It is good. from what I've played of it so far. I've only got to 4th level, and it's weird. So I've done the 1st level to get past the 2nd level, which just sounds obvious. And so when you can easily access the 2nd level, there's a reason why you've got to do the 1st one. Sounds obvious, but once you play it, you get it. Then you get to the 3rd level. The 3rd level you can't do until you've done the 4th level. Except the 4th level's a bugger. And we managed to get through that today. So, no, it was today, was it? No, it was yesterday I managed to get through it, and we're just carrying on with it now. So, hopefully once we've done a 4th level, we get to do the 3rd level. It's weird, and but it's worth playing. It's definitely worth playing. Puzzles in here so far, aren't too bad actually. So this one, so every time I go on this part, it changes. Is there a secret? Or have I got to put something here? Yes. No? Something happened. Did I mess something up? Do I have to put all the weapons on there? No? Oh. Oh, wait a minute. Right, I see. There we go. Not too bad after all. I think this is why Hitch, and I've seen a few other people. I think Dr. CDS has done this as well. I've got like a little timer. I think I can do it actually on. I was considering doing this ages ago with Mix It Up. If I put a timer on and get it to count down every minute, I should be able to get it to give me a message about when the ads are just about to come in. So I'll need to get round to having a look into that, but that might be an idea. Another water skin. Like I don't have enough already. Potion of invincibility. Potion of cure poison. And another water area. So where is... I didn't get to fill this in. Oh, I need to come back here. I'm being an idiot. So there's nothing here. This isn't opened. This isn't open. And this... what? Oh, I remember this now. That's why you need the water skins. To see the fiends beyond the door, bring the water from the fountain's fort. That's why you needed it. Just clicked now. So actually I have them all. Because I've still filled them. Did I? You know what? Let's make sure of this. Let's move this one here. And we'll go in this direction. It's this one I filled. That's the next one. Aha. Eyes of True Sight. Which means only the true path will lead to the true sight. Save time. It's one of these. Oh, how big is this gonna be? There we go, not too much trouble. Mask of True Sight. Do you have to wear this? Cannot wear item. Somebody can wear the item now. Court of Magic. Who's got the Court of Magic? Magic user, I believe, has haste at 3rd level, Mind Strike at 4th, Death on 8th, and Dispel Illusion on 5th. Dispel Illusion being the same as the Cleric's Reveal Truth. So that would be you, I believe? Yes. So Mind Strike inflicts 2 to 20 points of damage, plus 4 per every level of caster beyond 5th. Haste allows you battle at a quicker pace, and we already know what Dispel Illusion is. Before I go further, I'm gonna go and water my people and feed them all. I know it's not where I want it to go. Right, this area. First of all, let's sleep. Save. Right, do we see these things now? They attack straight away, they're not here now. I don't get this. I've been emulating a Windows 98 machine with x86 box and it works well, but it can be unstable at times. Wondering if slight instability is good enough reason for to get actual hardware If I can find one super cheap. Well, let me show you the box I used for it. I don't know if it's still cheap. When I first got it, it was £15. And I got it before the Brexit overseas prices thing. So I was kind of, well, I was looking anyway because I think after that it was only 130 quid, and I think the only thing that caught me on that one was when I got the Terrible Fire card. I think that came from Europe. I had to pay a bit of a charge on that one. But let me show you what box I've got for the When It's 98 one. So that's what I used for the When It's 98 box. So you can see if there's anything on eBay and whether that's cheap. I don't know whether they'll be cheap anymore. But it runs relatively okay. I think I have to upgrade the memory and I had to get a bit of a better flash IDE for it. And then I decided afterwards, you know, the little thumb drives. I've got a 64 gig one and that just goes in. And that's actually just been the one that I've been using for quite a while. So that's a good one. That's a good idea to use on those ones. If you still want to do emulation, I think I would recommend, it depends on your machine though. Probably recommend, what's the one? Oh, what's that really good one? Because it's the one where you can actually change the CPU. So you can have like a P90 or a P75. What's it called? Can do that in an can do that in 86 box, emulate the P2 at 200 megahertz at the moment. I'm just trying to remember the one that I was using. The thing is, when somebody says the name of it, I'll be like, yeah, no, that's the one. Let me have a quick look at my emulation folder. It might be there. PCEM, that's it. Yeah, that just as you just put it in just as I saw the folder, but yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. PCEM. But I don't know whether 86 box is better than it or whatever. I know with PCEM, you'll know when it's at its peak emulation for CPU stuff is if the sound on it starts stuttering. So if it does, you have to put the CPU down a bit, and it should stabilize on the. I think everything else works. It's just the sound. I think that's the giveaway of as to whether you've got a good, you know, emulating, including the sound side. Let me read this again. Give me sight and I will grant you the way to yours. What? So the only person that can wear this is the magic user. Does the AmigAugust have to be a leader or on the front? The Google consensus was 86 bucks was better as it updated frequently, but PCEM hasn't had an update in years. Okay. Thanks for the thin client details. I think I'm going to do that. Okay. There's others to look at. If you look at Tom's Hardware, he's got stuff. He's got stuff for doing easier setups and drivers for that particular model. And you might want to have a look at other ones as well. You might find a better one, I don't know. But I mean, that one for me has been pretty good. It's the one that we'd been streaming. I think that was the one that I used for... Yes, it was. It was the one that I used for Age of Empires 2. That was the box I used for that one. Trying to think what else we used it for. I think we used it for Klingon Honor Guard. That was the other one. So yeah, it has been used on this channel. Do I... What happens if I do that? Right click does nothing. Oh, I see you. Thank God for that. Click, 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 click. Sorry about that. I know some people don't like the clicking on this. Maybe she has to be the leader. She doesn't have to be up front. Come on, let's be Avenue. Right, I need to come back and explore some of this area now. I think. Scroll of Dispelling. Longsword. Ring Armor. Chainmail or ring. Is there anything in the manual about this? There's 28 levels here. We just got to 4. The rulebook has, the manual has a clue book section, but I'm not going to read it obviously. Oh, so you can read the tablets. That's interesting. Okay. So the manual says these tablets here. It says place the cursor on the tablet and kick the left mouse button to pick it up. Note the symbol on the tablet. Drag the tablet to the corresponding character's name and click the right mouse button to see his inventory. Okay, got that. Drag the tablet to the character's symbol tablet and click the left mouse button. A message appears explaining the tablet's effect, and the tablet itself disappears. Okay. You feel stronger. That's an interesting new thing. We do have another one. Or did I leave it? Because I wasn't sure. Nope, this one. You feel more intelligent. Okay. That's worth saving. I was trying to find if I could see.
For the fallen!
And we got another raid. Trying to see about items.
Skąd wiadomo, że pasztet jest zajęczy? Czyli z zająca?
Or was that the modern Shadow Warrior? I think that's what that was. I was almost like, is this Elder Scrolls? But no, I don't think it was. Thank you for the raid there. Is it Crypt? Cheers from Poland. Thank you very much. What are you doing? AmigAugust. Fair enough. Is it you were doing the challenges, or were you doing something else? It was Shadow Warrior, I thought so. I'm currently playing Black Crypt, which I started on Amiga Monday a couple of weeks ago. And considering I do outside events, I do RPGs on Tuesdays, this kind of fit for the Tuesdays, so we're carrying this on. Yeah, so like I said, I've only started it a couple of weeks ago, I think it was. Oh, was it last week or was it? No, I think it was a week before. So that's what we're doing at the moment. I won't be doing challenges until Friday, and then Sundays I'm not doing any event thing, break sort of stuff. You played James Pond 2? Was it for the challenge? Yeah, I saw that on there. I think on Friday I'm going to do another run of Dracula, because I'm 2 levels away from completing that one. I may decide to do a bit more Fright Night, because I've found a couple of things I can do with that. I'll probably see if I can get Bulldozer Bell working. I don't know what else am I going to do. I don't know, I'll have a think about it. Finish level Hittles with all bonuses. It's fun but hard. Let me have a quick look at the instructions for that one, because I did glance at them. Or I might do Horror Zombies from the Crypt actually, because I want to read the manual for that if I can. Oh, Hitless. Hitless, sorry, my fault, my misread there. Hitless with all bonuses. Yeah, that would be difficult. Yeah, I might do James Pond last, actually. Right. Oh, it's fine, don't worry about it. So, do I wear the ring mail? I don't know if it's any better or what. Oh, I think there's only one way to find out. So it's 26. $25. Is that worse or better in this game? $21 if I take it off completely. So I think less is worse. That's better. Which means you should be able to use ring armor. You're on 19. You're still on 19, even with chainmail. Not much difference. That's worse for you. You've both got chainmail. I don't get that. Do I play on real hardware? Yes, this is currently on real hardware. I will show you the machine I'm on at the moment. This one. That's what we're currently streaming from. It's the wrong thing. And then I gave him the throwing knives. There was another door somewhere that I've lost. Let's load that. I have an A500 little modded Pystorm flamethrower, HDMI output, and DB9 USB Connect modern mouse. So I'm using old school tank mouse, but this is a laser. You can get a laser upgrade for them, which makes this really good to use. The video display that you're seeing at the moment is RGB to VGA, and then that goes into the OSSC, goes out as HDMI, and you see the stream on that. So that's how that works on that one. I don't think there's anything other special on this Checkmate. I think that's it. Other than the fact that I've got a CD-ROM drive on here, and I do have an external GoTech that doesn't get used very often. Other than that, I think it's got, I suppose you could argue this keyboard here, as this is the, this is the Checkmate, because it comes with this separate keyboard bit. This is USB, goes into, what's the device? Is it Sim40 or something, or Simul40? So basically, it allows you to port something over one of the chips, and it's for the keyboard control, and it sends the signals out for USB, which is good. I just can't remember what the device was called. It's been such a long time since I've just installed it and forgot about it, basically. Yep, opened Amiga. So the Checkmate, I don't know if you've heard of the Checkmate, it's basically, it looks like I think it looks like a 3000, is it? The same desktop. They were selling, I don't know if they're still, I think they're still selling the old ones, but I've got two of them. I've got a black one for the 1200, and I used a white one for the 486, because the 486 that I've got has a no profile card, so instead of cards doing this, there's like a card that does that, the riser card, and then they do this. So the only thing I could really get to host that system was the Checkmate. See what Mind Strike does. Could be interesting. Last year the door was over here. I definitely saw one. And it definitely shows around here. Oh! Oh, that was hard. No, do not save. Right, I'm going to play this for about 30 minutes. And we'll call it a stream. But we've done quite a bit of progress today. So I'm going to go far north and then I'm going to go west. See where that takes me. Food. Something's skulking around. Right, add to starting in 50 seconds. I'm going to take the break now, because otherwise, if I don't, I'll end up going, oh, hang on a minute, and changing for the ads. So I'm gonna, so I'll see you in a few minutes, and then we've got 30 minutes of gameplay left, and I'm going to call it a stream. So there we go. See you in a minute.
We know for sure that there is such a thing as time warp. We also know that time warps create alternative timelines, or if you wish, parallel worlds. The latest known time warp took place around the year 1900. When the old Tsar died, his son Pieter inherited the whole mighty empire. The young Tsar, ambitious and power-hungry, confiscated the steel industry, turning it into an incredibly effective war machine. The empire's scientists developed weapons of power and destructive force never seen before. So the war began. The Tsar led his forces himself, first invading his neighbors, and then in furious his forces campaigned over the world, creating chaos and destruction. Even though hope was hard to find, in this age of ruthless tyranny, An alliance was formed by the free countries of the world. But there was a long way to go, many battles to be fought, and great losses to face. This was a time for heroes.
Welcome back, everyone. So, there's something around here which I believe is from this direction. What's the door around here? Or was I just imagining it? Or looking at the same door, maybe, I don't know. Hello there, Games Addict. I used to love games like this. Blood Witch and Dungeon Master being two that spring to mind. I have two games that are more recent, Vaporum and Legend of Grimrock on PC, which are the same ilk. I've played and completed the Legend of Grimrock. I did start a second one. I've not got back to that one yet. So I don't know whether it's a spoil. Well, it's not really spoil. So one of the new things, I think two new things in Legend of Grimrock were outside areas, and you can go underwater as well. Sort of, blocks where you could just go into the water section and come back out. That was pretty cool. But I've not really got much further into it. Been meaning to, but just terrible at finishing games sometimes. I suppose it depends what it is as to how much time I put into it. Oh, sorry. Not got too far into it. Yeah, it's enjoyable. It's got this same aesthetic with the one at a time, but it's nice to see it mixed in with a bit of 3D stuff. That was the other door. Must have come down here and then died at some point. Scroll of healing. Not that I really need that at the moment. Coffer. Backpack holds a lot more though. Scroll of dispelling. Where did that last save? These things really need punching in terms of punch more attacks. So I'm going to have to sleep a bit more and get some more spells, I think. I could use haste. Thank you, Orange Kid, for popping in and for the subscription and the bits. Have a good night yourself. I do like the fact that it doesn't throw you straight into the game and tells you to click the mouse, because you might want to save and have a bit of a rest and come back to it before you have another few hours. So that's nice. I suppose I've got the wand. Alright. Should start getting levels for the others now. Doing a lot of saving at the moment. I think it's worth it though. Ooh. Amulet of Protection. Alright, who's gonna have the Amulet of Protection? Suppose you could. Gets you 21 AC. I want to come back. No, you don't, mister. Come back here and get beaten. There we go. One thing is, we've only seen one other of those thieves, and that was in the barrier. So that's good. You don't have to deal with those chumps anymore. Weapon stealing buggers they were. Hammer the buttons until I get something killed. Where is the arrows? Oh, forgot to give her. So basically, you've got to give her at least one, and then she starts auto taking. If you don't, I'm glad that they were there. Just gonna clean up this area here and see if I can get the items from here what we had last time. There we go. Clean up this bit and then call it a stream. South. North, sorry. Is there an end game boss involved, like in Dungeon Keeper? What, in this game, or Legend of Grimrock? And the other question is, do you really want to know? On this game, I don't know. Well, actually, yeah, I suppose there is one. Thinking about it, is talk about I'm just trying to find the bad guy it keeps talking about. So, Esteroth Pingiver is a powerful cleric who was banished from your country of Astera for unspeakable acts. And apparently he's come back with his minions. So that is who we're up against. So some evil cleric, I believe it is. That's all done. This bit I can do next week. But yeah, did pretty good progress actually. So happy. So this section that goes down, we've done all that. And then we just got this, well, this bit to do now. And then, yeah. Right, let's save, and then I can call it a stream. But I am enjoying this. It's a bit different than things like Dungeon Master, where it seems a bit more linear. This seems to be kind of out of linearness. Puzzles seem to be okay so far. Nothing too frustrating. And I can't believe I completely forgot about the whole water thing with the fountains. Until it finally clicked. And I was like, oh yeah, of course. But yeah, let's... quit that. Right, okay. Thank you everyone for popping in. Thank you to Me Machine Dean who raided. Crypt who raided. Sure somebody else did. No, is that it? Sure another person did. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I got confused. Thank you to Orange Kid for the subscription and the bits as well. And also thank you to everybody else who has done some of the Manic Miner really for the TTS hotline, testing that. So hopefully the TTS hotline will still be okay. Cross fingers. We'll have to see. I've got a minute cooldown anyway, so it should be okay. It's on at 5 credits, but not credits. 5 channel points. Just because I don't want people complaining, oh, I've spent money on this and it's not working. At least if it's 5, it's not so bad. So you got that. So that's back again now. Right, I will be back on Friday where we're doing some more challenges. I'm looking to potentially do Dracula, maybe doing some more Fright Night. I'll probably do some horror zombies from the Crypt, and I'll see if I can get Bulldozer Bill working. If not, I might have to do another day and stick all the ones that don't really work on Mister and just plow it through that day. That's probably the best way of me doing that one. But that's going to be Friday. Sunday is more returning back to the normal kind of schedule because it's a bit of a break from the event. So we're playing more Toe Jam and Earl. Then Monday we're back again with standard stuff of Amiga format CD18, which we've just started. So that means we've got to the game section already. Benefactor and more Black Crypt. And then again Tuesday for more Black Crypt, because why not? And there's about 28 levels, so the quicker we get through this, I think what's the next game on Amiga stuff that I've got? So after Black Crypt, despite the fact I've still got stuff that I'm got on hold, like Deuteros that I need to get back to at some point. Laser Squad by Evil Philip is the next one, and then after that will be Supremacy. So we should be able to get through to those two at least this month. Not this month, this year. Laser Squad, I think, might take about a month's worth to get through. But yeah, we'll see about that. Right, let's see who we can get you all off to. Who else is doing Amiga stuff today? Yes, and Supremacy is actually working. Because I remember the first time I tried it, I loaded it and all the screen went garbled. And then since I've redone the hard drive, got a new one, it seems to be okay. So I don't know what was the issue. Well, I was going to go raid Phase 101, but they've just ended, I think. Yeah, I think it's just ended. Yeah, alright. That was the only person doing AmigAugust, I think. Yeah, there's nobody else there. Must be so late for me to be doing this. Right, okay, let's see who's on my follow-up bit. I think we'll go and raid that girl Joey, who is doing Commodore related. She's doing Commodore 64, because that's what she usually does on a Tuesday. So let's go raid. Right. Okay, see you all hopefully on Friday. If not, you know the rest of my schedule. It is right there. Until then, see you all later. Bye.